Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today in support of the Whole Veteran Act, and I would like to thank the Chairman of the Veterans Affairs Committee, Mr. Takano, and the Ranking Member, Dr. Rowe, for their support for this act, along with all the members of our committee. This is a bipartisan bill with a bipartisan goal, which is simply to reform and continue to improve VA health care. Our bill will do that in two very important ways. First, we aim to make the VA a leader in the future of health care. Many doctors have looked at how America's health care system is too expensive and too reliant on prescription drugs. And it turns out that not all doctors think that the best way to deal with chronic pain or PTSD or depression is to simply hand out more pills. In fact, we believe that the future of health care is going to involve a mix of old and new methods of treatment. In the future, patients who are suffering will get access to yoga, acupuncture, or meditation before they are ever exposed to these addicted drugs. This is safer, and it's also cheaper, and we believe that in the long run it's going to be better. The NIH, which has the government's gold standard when it comes to research, has looked at these treatments and found that yoga is effective for back pain, that acupuncture is highly effective for chronic conditions like osteoarthritis. And study after study has documented the benefits of meditation and healthy eating when it comes to anxiety, when it comes to stress, when it comes to chronic pain, and all of the drivers of the suicide crisis that we're seeing today. In the right combination, these treatments will allow us all to spend less on health care and feel better in the future. But perhaps, Madam Speaker, the most important part of our bill is that it gives veterans more real choices and a greater power to manage their own health care. I visited a whole health clinic here in Washington, D.C., and the veterans that were partaking in that clinic, they like it because they get to pick which treatments work well for them based on how it makes them feel. They pick the teachers that they like, and they go to the classes where they meet other veterans that they get to know and spend time with, and it keeps them coming back. One of the greatest challenges is how we keep people coming back to the VA for treatment once they've got it. To stop veteran suicide once and for all, one of the most important things we have to do is go out and get all the veterans who are living in isolation and not using the VA for care. 13 of the 20 veterans that are committing suicide every day are outside of the VA's reach. We've got to find them, and we've got to give them a reason to come back. This is what the whole health program does. It gives our veterans a reason to come back and stay in the VA that they didn't have before. We don't know right now which parts of the whole health program work the best and which ones still need more work. Our bill will start to answer that question. But we do know one thing, which is that there is no time to lose. Veterans served this country because they wanted to prevent the suffering of others. And now too many of them are suffering themselves. We owe it to them to try anything that will work. Thank you, Madam Speaker.